I will remind everyone who the real undefeated fighter is. He might be the machine, but I'm the factory that build machines. So Merab, prepare yourself.
Khabib's shock return, a challenge to Merab Dvalishvili. When a fighter as legendary as Khabib Nurmagomedov speaks, people listen. But just 1 month ago, he surprised everyone. In a calm, focused Instagram Live, he said he would come out of retirement to face Merab Dvalishvili. The undefeated Dagestani, Khabib explained, is the only man who can reshape his legacy. The words weren't casual. They were a statement that sent the MMA world into frenzy. No flashy headline, no sensational hype. Just Khabib, in his purest form, reminding everyone that he's still the greatest. The message that stopped the world in the feed that day, there was no build-up, just Khabib, seated calmly. Then he spoke.
America, I have a major announcement to make. I will come out of retirement to fight Merab Dvalishvili.
He paused, letting the words sink in. The audience gasped. Khabib admitted,
I am a little rusty, maybe slower than before. I have been eating good food, enjoying time with family, maybe too much time.
But he closed his eyes and paused before saying the words that made every fan lean forward.
I know I can win.
He spoke with humility. He didn't claim invincibility. He spoke with conviction. He believed he still had the heart to shut down Merab's rise. He issued a promise. I'm coming back. I'm coming to win. In that moment, he reminded the world who he is. Undefeated, uncompromised. The original Dagestani force. He sent out more than a challenge. He rekindled a legend, one who forced us all to reconsider the fight game in a single moment. Legacy versus hair, Merab Dvalishvili has earned the reputation of the machine. He embodies relentless energy, unmatched takedown pressure, and unbelievable cardio. In a few short years, he's climbed into the Bantamweight top 5, defeating champions like Jose Aldo and challengers like Peter Yan. People whispered, he's the next Khabib. They praised his grinding style Bantamweight domination with Dagestani intensity. But to Khabib, those comparisons are wrong. He sees no air. He only sees a challenge. Khabib's paused retirement grew nuts in his head when people started calling Merab his successor. In his mind, Merab has never faced true Dagestani wrestling. He hasn't faced someone who lives and breathes combat sambo. This new challenge is personal. Khabib demonstrates that Khabib is more than a legacy, he's the origin. Merab is only the next chapter. The beat-down way of life. Khabib didn't earn legend status by accident. He retired undefeated at 290. He tore through the elite of the lightweight division. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Rafael dos Anjos, Edson Barbosa, all before the age of 30. He sat in the cage, hands raised, unmatched stamina, impenetrable wrestling, and a voice of quiet confidence. There was no shouting, no flash, just steel. After separating with ruthless discipline, he announced his retirement. And yet, even in retirement, the world heard echoes of his name behind every wrestling takedown and suffocating clinch. So when he says he's coming back, he's not seeking headlines, he's demanding respect. His words are a reaffirmation. Can he still fight? Khabib's warning, I might be rusty, isn't an excuse. It's a humility born from respect for his craft, but also a real acknowledgement. Can the man still go 15 rounds at the highest level, flying through the cage and bending his opponents? Can he maintain the pace against a younger athlete with equal wrestling heart? He knows what comes next. In preparation, he won't just show up, he will train like a Spartan. But can his body match his mind? That remains the biggest question. If his heart and craft are still intact, Merab will need more than grit to win. He'll need discipline, endurance, and execution. Dagestani style, Merab's moment, win or lose. This is more than a fight for Merab's baptism by fire. He has momentum. He is undefeated in the UFC. He is still growing at the top of the bantamweight division, with wins over the sport's best. Yet this gets beyond sport, this is legacy. If Merab beats Khabib, he steps into boxing immortal territory. He flips the script. If he loses, it becomes another notch in the Shah legendary belt, Khabib's final breath. In defiance, Merab will need strategy. He'll need to resist wrestling exhaustion, dehydration, and intimidation. It's his biggest test, and if he survives, he becomes Khabib-like in his own right. The fight game shift. For the UFC, this is a replay from one of their top storylines. Legacy returns. The division that fueled their rise now asks for answers. Conor made headlines. Jones starts whispers. Now Khabib returns with more humility, not for money, but redemption. That's the difference. There are deeper implications for the lightweight or bantamweight division. Can Khabib, at 35, drop again to 135 or 145? Would Merab vacate the belt? The answers shift the entire purpose of the fight card and the investment. Changes pathways. The cultural impact. Culturally, this fight carries symbolism. Russia and Dagestan will rally. Georgia Merab's home now focuses on their warrior at home. Mexico. Khabib's recent clash with Yair Rodriguez opened a weird parallel. This fight doesn't only cross national lines, it defines generations of warriors. Fans are engrossed. Aggression is hot, skill is real, it's raw, it's evolved, and we're already obsessed. The heat of social fight. Social streams are chaotic. Clips of Khabib still dominate YouTube. Even video of Merab knocking out Sean O'Malley. The commentators called those takedowns suffocating. The noise is being fueled by the legacy debate. Some fans rally, Khabib built the blueprint. Others hold pens, Merab is unstoppable. The chess match isn't in the cage. It's on Instagram and Twitter. It's here. Khabib, like he always did last press conference, gave statements, not video embellishments. He's brave enough to anchor truth over hype. People fans can believe. Scenarios if the fight falls apart. If Khabib doesn't go through with it, be it due to injury, scheduling, or protective management, the MMA ecosystem loses a huge moment. Merab breaks through, yet still carries the what-if shadow. Khabib keeps the gold, but lost one more rematch. The game resets, but never replicates. It's an entire generation waiting for an answer. Can you return like Kazushi Sakuraba? Can you finish what you started? In short, Khabib's announcement wasn't a comeback. It was an earthquake, not for nostalgia, but to remind all of us that legacy isn't decided by retirement. It's defined by your heart, your discipline, your refusal to let noise prove you tired. If he fights Merab Dvalishvili, we're watching Dagestani wrestling ascend to new heights. We're watching the real factory versus the machine. One heart versus another. It's not about flash, it's about truth. And in a sport full of flash, that's what makes this showdown unforgettable. Thank you for watching Nina Scoop. Hit like, share, and subscribe if you believe in legend or prophecy. And tell us, can Khabib still outwork the future? Or is it time for the machine to build his own legacy? See you in the cage of ideas.